Less sleep, shorter lifespan. The less you sleep, the shorter your lifespan is the view in the book Why We Sleep, published by Matthew Walker in 2017. Walker is a professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, and the director of the Center for Human Sleep Science. He founded the Center for Human Sleep Science. This is his first popular undergraduate book, and it appeared on Amazon, the New York Times, and the Sunday Times bestseller list as soon as it was published. This is the first book by a famous scientific expert to show his breakthrough in sleep research, and put forward some amazing theories. Sleep is more important than diet and physical exercise. If you lack sleep, there is a high risk of getting Alzheimer's, cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes. It increases the risk for obesity, depression, anxiety, and suicide. It is more accurate to call this book a popular science book, rather than an academic monograph, because an academic monograph would have rigorous scientific theories and supporting theoretical data. Why do people sleep? Modern scientists are still researching this subject and there is still no conclusion yet. But the process of scientific exploration actually involves constantly disproving existing theories to get closer to the truth. Therefore, Walker's views in this book are also understandable by many scientists who disagree and hold different views. But there is a reason why this book has become a bestseller. Walker was a professor at Harvard Medical School and has studied sleep for more than 20 years. He is an industry leader that has published valuable academic papers at the age of 21. It took him 4.5 years to complete this book, and it was not easy. There are a lot of quotations in this book, ideas from other sources, experimental data, research comparisons between animals and humans, etc. Bill Gates was so persuaded by his book that not only did he immediately change his habit of going to bed late, but in December 2019, Bill Gates also recommended the book to the public.
The holidays are a great time to catch up on reading. Here are 5 books that really stood out to me. Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. I'm a night person, but I've been paying more attention to sleep. This guy is super persuasive about if you want to lose weight, get good sleep. If you want to really learn things, get good sleep. He literally tells you if you're reading this when you should be sleeping, please close the book.
Now to share the findings of Why Do We Sleep? The main content. If you want to live longer and stay healthy for as long as possible, you should get more sleep. Epidemiological studies done on millions of people can tell us the same fact: the shorter the sleep, the shorter the lifespan. After going 20 hours without sleep, your thoughts and actions will be muddled like you are drunk. At present, there are more than 100 cases of diagnostic sleep disorders, of which insomnia is the most common. A 2013 study reported that men who slept too little had a sperm count 29% lower than those who regularly get a full and restful night's sleep. If you sleep for less than 7 hours, your immune system and your cognitive abilities will begin to be affected. After being awake for 20 hours, you will be affected as if you were drunk. Prisoners who have not slept for more than 40 hours are basically asked to sign whatever they want. They do not seek freedom but only sleep. Therefore, the method used by many national police to extract a confession without traces to deprive sleep from the prisoner. The idea being that once people know of the strong link between sleep loss and, among other things, Alzheimer's disease, cancer, diabetes, obesity and poor mental health, they will try harder to get the recommended 8 hours of sleep per night. It is wrong to think that alcohol and coffee can help sleep. Alcohol and caffeine are everywhere, all of which are enemies of sleep. We have stigmatized sleep with the label of laziness. We want to seem busy, and one way we express that is by proclaiming how little sleep we're getting, presenting it like a badge of honor. Some epidemiological studies have reported that night shifts and sleep and rhythms that interfere with the circadian clock increase the likelihood of cancers such as breast cancer, prostate cancer, endometrial cancer, and colon cancer. If you sleep less than 5 hours a night, the natural killer, NK cells in your immune system, that specialize in fighting cancer cells, will be reduced by 70%. Therefore, people with insufficient sleep are more likely to develop bowel cancer, prostate cancer, or breast cancer. Perhaps the increase in cancer rates among modern people is not just because we live longer, but because our increased sleep deprivation accelerates the growth of cancer cells. In 2 groups of mice with tumors, the tumors grew many times faster in the sleep-deprived group than in the group that slept normally. Adults aged 45 years or older who sleep less than 6 hours a night are 200% more likely to have a heart attack or stroke in their lifetime, as compared with those sleeping 7 or 8 hours a night. Lack of sleep can make you dull and stupid, because insufficient REM affects the health of brain cells, and prone to Alzheimer's disease. REM, or rapid eye movement, sleep is a unique stage of sleep found in mammals and birds. It is characterized by random rapid movement of the eyes, low-key muscle movements in the body, and the tendency of sleepers to dream vividly. You dream during REM sleep, but your brain paralyzes the muscles, so you don't move while you sleep. NREM, or non-rapid eye movement, sleep. NREM is dreamless sleep. In NREM sleep, the brain waves recorded by an EEG, electroencephalographic, are usually slow and of high voltage, accompanied by slow and regular breathing and heart rate, low blood pressure, and relatively stable sleep. During sleep, a person cycles between REM sleep and NREM sleep 3 to 4 times every night. Adults sleep longer during NREM sleep than on REM sleep. The most important things in sleep are NREM sleep, with its main function being to improve physical fitness and immunity, and REM sleep, with its main function being to improve brain function, both of which determine the quality of sleep. Lack of sleep throughout the life of an adult can significantly increase your risk of Alzheimer's disease. The reasons for this phenomenon are difficult to explain, but in essence, it is related to amyloid deposits, a toxic protein, that accumulate in the brains of patients with this disease and kill surrounding cells. During deep sleep, these deposits are effectively removed from the brain. Both Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan claimed that they only slept 4 to 5 hours a day, and both suffered from Alzheimer's disease. People who are well rested are also better able to cope with flu shots. Studies have shown that lack of sleep affects our anti-cancer immune cells. Lack of sleep also affects the body's blood sugar. In the experiment, the sleep-deprived cells responded less to insulin, which led to a state of diabetes. When you lack sleep, it is more likely that you will gain weight. One of the reasons is that lack of sleep reduces the amount of signal hormones and leptin, and increases the amount of hunger signal hormones and leptin. If you drive when you have had less than 5 hours of sleep, you are 4.3 times more likely to get into a car accident, and if you drive with less 4 hours of sleep, you are 11.5 times more likely to be involved in an accident. Sleep has a powerful effect on the immune system, which is why when we have the flu, our first instinct is to go to bed. Our body is trying to sleep to get well. Even if you reduce your sleep for one night, your resilience is greatly reduced. If you are tired, you are more likely to catch a cold. Foregoing sleep is not a good choice at all. Without sleep, your energy will be very low, and diseases will follow, and with sleep, you will have vitality and health. More than 20 large-scale epidemiological studies all report the same clear relationship: the shorter your sleep, the shorter your lifespan. A hot bath helps you sleep, not because it makes you feel warm, but because the dilated blood vessels emit internal heat and your core body temperature drops. To successfully initiate sleep, your core temperature needs to drop by about 1 degree Celsius. If you want to sleep well, you should adjust the temperature at home to about 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius at night. How long can I sleep every night to stay healthy? 7 to 9 hours. The publication of this book can indeed bring some good. It is a joint effort of mankind to prolong one's life. If sleep can prevent and overcome some diseases without needing to spend a lot of time and money, why don't we follow Bill Gates' example? Go to bed early, at least 7 hours a day. Thank you for watching the latest video. Make sure to keep up, because more is on the way. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned.